Hello. It's time to start the live stream. Hey, Beastmaster. Oops. So, today... what am I doing? Oh wait, I gotta clear out my inventory. Well, let's do that first. Glass? No, that's sandstone. We need sand. I found some dogs. Oops. Wow, I've got all kinds of junk in my inventory. Well, anyways, I found some dogs. I built some tunnels going between places. Yeah, you definitely missed a few, but that's okay. And, yeah, so I built 4 of these tunnels that just make it easier for me to get around the base during one of the live streams. Over here, in this section, is what I did last live stream, which was build a cactus farm. And it's not this cactus, it's all the cactus that fall down through there. They just happen to fall on this spot, though. It was intentional. And I dug a giant hole. You know what? I'll just show you right now. Yeah, I gotta go up here to show you the lengths that I go to put a tiny farm somewhere. Oh no, I forgot to restart the timer thing. Oh well, we'll do that once we break the wool anyways. What I would give for some bubble columns right now. Okay. So I have these outer circles. Originally well, not originally. This is definitely the plan. The plan is to eventually dig them all out and put farms in them. This one is supposed to be the cactus farm one, and I spent part of a stream digging out this. In other words, I did a little bit of it and then did the rest off camera and all that. And then last stream I built the cactus farm, which was kind of a nightmare because of the tons of signs. And yep, that leads over here and falls down to here. Let's turn that off. And yeah, pretty much just those things. Digging tunnels, digging a giant hole, building a cactus farm, and finding a few dogs. Or wolves, technically. But it's getting dark. I better sleep. Or no, wait, I got my inventory to clean out. Cactus. Where am I gonna put cactus? Well, that'll be good for now. What next? Wheat. Food. Slime balls, they go here. We'll need some saplings, but, you know, we won't need them right now. Seeds. Should have put the seeds over there. There. I guess that's clean. I guess that's, an empty enough inventory. Okay, I gotta start the timer. Reset that. Start. There we go. So, today, in this live stream, as the title would probably indicate, it's destruction time. And what I mean by that is I'm going to be taking things down. Mainly this tree farm. Not the entire thing, of course. I'm gonna keep a section of it here, but 100 trees is entirely too much space taken up by a farm that I have a better version of somewhere else, you know. Whew. Basically, the plan is to make this tree farm smaller so that I don't really use up all this space. And then after that I'll start punching some torches out, because really I don't need this many torches anymore. The only reason I did that was so that you could make cool patterns with the... where is it? Aha, smooth lighting. I basically placed this many torches so that I could have cool patterns on the ground when it was dark. Something along the lines of this. But now that I have smooth lighting, I don't really care so much about that. And this is just way too many torches. So I guess we'll start with the tree farm. Once I manage to turn that back on. And we'll need something to mark it with. Because I'm going to keep a... let's see. We need to find an area that has a 5x5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Because I'd like to keep a 5x5 tree farm. I just don't need a 100 tree farm. But 25 trees, that'll be good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll mark out these, since I'm going to keep these. And then I guess we'll get started punching up all of these other ones. Yeah, that'll be it. And I'm gonna need a lot of dirt, but I already have a bunch. The hard part is gonna be removing those. Because, well, I'm gonna have to build a bunch of scaffolding. The same way that I built them, only I'm gonna break them. Oh, there's a hole. Oh yeah, there was a creeper. Blew this area up one time. Either that or there was some ore. I can't really remember. I do know we're gonna find some lava under here. I think it's somewhere around here. It's been a long time since I built this farm. And the only reason I built it is because I ran out of logs when I was building this tree. I got to, I think, what was it? I got to like the top of the trunk there, and I think I had done the 4 big branches, and then I was pretty much out. So I built this tree farm, and just waited for trees to grow. And it's been a good tree farm. It's just, it takes a long time waiting for it to regrow. That's why I built a new tree farm. So I could just constantly be harvesting trees while the new ones were growing. Though we are leaving these leaves. They're leftovers from when trees would grow really big but short in one of the versions. I can't remember which one though. And since they're near a log that I placed, they get to stay. I mean, I could use fire to burn all the wool, but that's a bad idea when I have a giant tree. It would be fun, though, to burn down the entire tree on accident. Though I really don't want to rebuild it, if that were to happen. You know what, I should probably be filling these in as we go. That means I'll need dirt. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Eventually, I'm probably not even gonna have a tree farm here at the base. But for now, I'd like to have at least a small tree farm. Or at least small in comparison to all the other tree farms I've built in this world. Oh great, I just realized I'm not recording. It's okay. I've already done that several times during these live streams. So I'll definitely come up with something when I'm editing, rather than just, I don't know, recording the actual live stream for whatever reason. Yeah, I'll definitely come up with a new intro Yeah, that'll work. Because realistically, there's only so much you can show of this anyways, so as long as I get a few minutes of footage of me breaking wool and replacing it with dirt, I think I'll be fine. Okay, yep, that's all the wool for those. The only thing is over there, I'm gonna remove all of that part of the tree farm, so there will be nothing in this quarter except for a bunch of slimes, because there's like 3 or 4 slime chunks right over there. So that'll be fun. Okay, just another little section of the wool over here. Then we'll start removing the height limiters. That'll be fun. Okay. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? I guess we'll just no, we want to leave those, because those are going to be part of the farm that we keep. So when I first built this farm, I didn't have torches on top of these, so mobs would just spawn, and then you would go harvest the farm, and mobs would fall on you, and many creepers tried to blow me up. So eventually I had to put all these torches up here. And I had to do something like this. I remember. That was something I think I did. That might have been while I was still working on the tree farm. Or I mean, the tree. Yeah, that was probably while I was waiting for trees to grow. When I was trying to film episode 2. That was a long time ago. Oh, it's not what I wanted to do. Okay. I still haven't found a pink sheep. I found a few brown sheep, or a few more brown sheep, but I've yet to see a pink one. Right here. Okay. Oh. Oh man. Yeah, we'll start here. Oh man, I'm gonna need another shovel soon. Oh yes, 21:9. My favorite aspect ratio. It works out pretty well for the live streaming stuff, because that means I have a giant chunk of space down at the bottom of the screen to do whatever I want. But, you know, I don't need that for the videos, because I upload all my videos in 21:9, just because I like it. It's slightly more cinematic. Not that that really matters, I'm playing Minecraft. But I figure if I'm gonna record in 21:9, I might as well make the video in 21:9. But for the live streams, I can play around with it and use the extra space. Eventually, the current monitor that I have, or at least the one that I'm using for the actual gameplay, it's kind of a... It was really the cheapest one I could buy at the time, because I just knew I wanted a 21:9 monitor. And I knew I wanted it to be 1080p, which it is. It's interesting because 21:9 monitors, it's the same width in terms of pixels as like a 1440p monitor, but it's only 1080p in height. So it's the perfect width to live stream at 1440p. Eventually I'm gonna probably upgrade to a 1440p ultra wide, and then I guess I'll upload everything in what is technically 4K but shorter, because those are the same way. They're a 1440p ultra wide is 1440 pixels tall, and 4K pixels wide. What am I doing? Oh yeah, shovel. That's what I need. Yeah. Do I have any wood? Oh, I am entirely out of wood. We're gonna need those saplings sooner than I thought. I guess we'll just start growing trees in the part of the tree farm that I'm gonna keep. With the exception for the corner markers. Hey look, more wolves. Gosh, one day off screen. No, this version does not have villagers yet. Those villagers don't get added till, I think, beta 1.8, but they don't start to function as villagers until, I think, like full release 1.1 or something like that. I haven't really looked into it too much because I'm not quite that far yet, obviously. But eventually I will. Or at least that's the goal. I gotta find something to turn into... Oh, I know exactly where I have some wood. I'm really gonna be scraping the bottom of the barrel, but I have some wood in my furnaces here. That should be more than enough to finish this live stream. Oh, I'm gonna have plenty. This is... Oh, yeah. Yeah. This'll be more than enough. Well, I know what I'm gonna do off live stream. I'm gonna take a trip to my new tree farm. I say new as if I haven't had it for like 7 months. But I'll go there and pick up a inventory full of logs. Okay. Now we gotta remove these. Yeah. I used to play on a multiplayer server and all that, and I had... Oh man, I fell off. I had a bunch of villagers. That server, you couldn't get villagers, like... It was hard to get villagers because the map was so small. It was only a 5,000, or no, it was in total a 10,000 by 10,000 overworld for the entire server, and they didn't want you shipping villagers around on minecarts and things like that. So their solution was to sell villager spawn eggs in... Well, they had this whole economy system. They had an in-game currency that you could use to buy things and sell things and all that. And they sold villager spawn eggs so that you could have your own village. And most of the time what I did was just buy a bunch of the spawn eggs and spawn them into my little villager area and let a zombie kill them and cure them and put them in a cage. So yeah, I had a whole bunch of villagers. But gosh, that was back when I was playing 1.16. It was the current version that the server was running back in early 2021, I want to say. That was before I started this world. So yeah, villagers are a whole bunch of fun, especially when you like make their trades really cheap, and then you're just able to buy mending books for 1 emerald and 1 book. I can't wait until this world gets to that point where I can do all that stuff. Oh yeah, I still keep up with all the new updates. I just don't really play them. There's too much cool stuff for me to try to do in these old versions I've got too much stuff planned for this world in specific to go play new versions right now, but eventually I will get to them. And by eventually, I mean probably 15 years late, because, you know, too busy playing 14-year-old versions of Minecraft. I think the newest version of Minecraft I've played is 1.19.4, I want to say. And that's not counting, like, the Bedrock versions. I've played the newest Bedrock versions. That's usually what I play when I'm playing with someone else. Some of my family members like to play Minecraft sometimes. And that's what they usually play. But here on Java, I pretty much just play old versions for now. Okay, I think that's all that we need to remove. Oh no, there's a little section over there. So we'll get these 4, and then we'll start ripping up all that over there. Ooh, I'm gonna have to make some bread before I die. Okay. Speaking of new things in Minecraft, there's a new cape. I think it's the copper cape. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. But, oh man, that's a pretty good looking cape. Speaking of capes, I have currently the Migrator cape on, and the only reason I don't have the newest cape I own on is because, for whatever reason, with these older versions, you see, capes aren't really supposed to work with these older versions, or at least not the modern capes. But there's a whole bunch of people out there that know what they're doing with these old versions. Oh yeah, the eating the bread. Yeah, there's no... You can just eat bread instantly, doesn't make any sounds, and you don't have hunger, so it just heals you. It's great. And the only problem with it is food doesn't stack, so you're kind of stuck carrying around stacks of ingredients if you want to carry a bunch of food with you. It's horrible, but in a very fun and interesting way. But anyways, back to the cape thing. there's some people out there that have figured out how to get modern capes to work with these older versions, but they haven't updated it since the migrator cape was added. So the newest cape that you can really use is the migrator cape. And I think that's kind of funny. I think it would be hilarious if somehow you got to use the TikTok cape on a version of Minecraft from 14 years ago. I think that would be funny. But, of course, eventually somebody's probably gonna update whatever software or whatever makes capes possible, and you'll get to choose which cape you use in an old version. But for now, I'm stuck with the migrator cape as long as I'm playing an old version. Oops. But that's fine, because the migrator cape is actually a pretty good looking cape. Unlike the TikTok cape. Because the TikTok cape, you kind of have to build your character around the cape. But with this one, you can just stick it on any old skin. Oops. Oh no, I need more dirt. Fortunately, I have more dirt than I'll probably ever need. Outside of cobblestone, dirt is definitely the thing that I have the second most of. And considering I dug out that entire hole, I probably have over, I don't know, 400,000 cobblestone in this base. Dirt I probably only have like 20-30,000 of. But still, that's a ludicrous amount of dirt. There keeps being holes under the holes. Uh-oh. It's slime time. Slimes are secretly the most dangerous mob in these versions, because they deal a ton of damage, and they're hard to knock back, because there's, you know, not enchantments or anything, so you don't get any knockback. They just kind of bounce in place. And then they keep coming towards you. But fortunately, there's a glitch that if you hit a slime and deal more damage than it takes to kill it, it doesn't split into a smaller slime. It just dies. See, I'll punch this one with this wool. And when it dies, it'll split into a bunch of tiny slimes. But if you deal more damage to them than they can take, they don't split. It's one of the weird things about these older versions. They're easy to deal with, as long as you know how to deal with them. Oh yeah, the small slimes are pretty fast. Once they get within about, I don't know, like 16 blocks of you, they start jumping faster, and they can cover quite a distance in a very short amount of time. Oh man, we're almost done with the wool. Yeah, they probably are faster. It's funny, that reminds me of another thing that's weird about slimes, is slimes were introduced in a version in alpha, and they were around for a while, but for some reason they were removed entirely from the game for a few versions, and then they came back a little later. Like, I understand that maybe they needed to figure out some things about how slimes work, but I think it's really interesting that they were just removed entirely from the game. There's something over here I want to show y'all. If I can remember where it is. I know it's under this dirt somewhere. Or where is it? Is it maybe over here? No? Well, I can't seem to remember where it is. I know it's right near this lava. No? It's diamonds. There's diamonds somewhere under here. And if you want to see exposed diamonds, I've got some just chilling under glass right here. Or some in the ceiling over here. I'm all the way at the bottom of the world. I know there's definitely some diamonds around here somewhere. Nope. Oh well. Better get back to removing the farm. Oh man. Yeah, we'll start with that. Oh, I'm removing part of this tree farm that I have here. I built another ginormous tree farm way far off that has like 1,000, no, it's not like 1,000, it's literally 1,000 trees. And I don't need a 100 tree farm just getting in the way in my base now. I can just go over to that other tree farm and collect wood from there. So I'm making this one smaller. And then after that, I'm gonna start removing some torches because I have too many of them. I'll probably try to remove about half of the torches after I finish removing this. I know there's diamonds under there somewhere. Is it over that way? I don't know. Time to pick everything up before it despawns. That's something that definitely hasn't changed since these versions. Items still despawn in 5 minutes. One of the core foundations of Minecraft. And of course, these things that I'm removing are the height limiters that keep the trees from being too tall. And since I'm removing the entire farm, I don't really need the height limiters. So they're getting removed as well. Oops. Uh-oh, I need a new shovel. Oh, okay. Okay. Hopefully I'll get to see you during another live stream sometime later. Okay, see ya. Surprisingly, this is going quicker than I thought it would. For some reason, the idea of removing, what is this, 75 slots out of this little tree farm that I have, I don't know, it felt like it was gonna take a lot longer, but then again, it's literally 6 blocks per slot. So it only takes as long to break as maybe it would to build. And it didn't take very long to build. Took a whole lot less time to build this one than it did the new tree farm. Gosh, I was digging that thing out for like 2-3 weeks. Oh, okay. I guess that's it. You know what? Now we'll have to figure out exactly which torches we want to remove. Because I don't need this many torches. I'm sure of that. Oops. There. 25 slot tree farm. Much more manageable. Guess it's time to dump out my inventory again. Dirt goes there. Wool. Gotta go put up the wool. Stick an egg there. What else? I don't need buckets. So I'll put those back. I don't need a sign. Well, I don't need a sign, but I might want a sign. I definitely don't need slime balls. And I'll probably need sticks, so I'll just leave those. Okay. To start off, I think I'm gonna remove the middle line of torches from the storage room. Let's test it out real quick. Yeah, that's more than enough light. It's not all in the way of the furnaces. So we'll definitely start there. I intentionally placed like twice as many torches as I needed in this base, just because of the cool thing with the with the non-smooth lighting. It made cool patterns in the floor. But since I'm gonna be using smooth lighting, I definitely don't need this many torches anymore. Now the only problem is what happens if we walk out this way. Okay, so those will cross together. Oh, by the way, this one little wall here is what I use to mark out where the entrances would be to the storage room. And then I just copied that same measurement for all the other ones. This is a very important piece of wool. Okay. So that means we're definitely punching this row out. And that also means we're definitely punching this row out. So theoretically, we should just be able to punch out every other row. And there shouldn't be any hostile mobs spawning. It'll be significantly darker at night. Wait a second, no, that's a brown sheep. I thought that was a pink sheep for a second. Get out of the way. Oh, that's significantly fewer torches. I like that. It is way less cluttered. Oh, we got a missing torch here. So we'll put that one back, because we definitely want that one there. Oh man. There. Okay, let's go get an eagle's eye view of this. See if this is gonna work out. Boy, this staircase gets really tight. Oh wow. It's a whole new kind of grid. You know what, let's go down here and swing from the branches. So that's what it looks like with the current number of torches, and that's what it's going to look like if I remove every other row. I think I like that. I mean, the diagonal pattern is really cool, especially with smooth lighting turned off, but it's just so many torches. So I think I'm going to go with this. I like the way it looks up here. Yep, this'll be good. Try not to fall off the branch. Spooky. Hello. Okay, now we'll just have to do the other 4 quadrants. Yep, it's my medium slime collection. Of course, these quadrants have a lot more to them because they're empty. It's not like the storage room where it's all filled in. And I even have some fun lava. Oops. Ow. I'm gonna leave these for a while. Oh no, I started punching the wrong ones. That's why this isn't lining up. Well, time to place torches back. Oh no. Oh no. We want these. Yeah. These are the ones we need to be breaking. I knew something wasn't lining up right. Uh-oh. Ooh, spooky. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. Oops, forgot this one. Oh man, I'm gonna have so many torches to light up so much more space. Hey look, more diamonds. There. Wow. The floor looks so much more clear. Okay. Now time to remove these. I'm gonna sneak a torch in back there. Yep. There. So many fewer torches. Halfway done. Boy, this sure is riveting content. Yep, now that the outside is done, we get to do the inside of this quadrant. Uh-oh. Which ones? Oh yeah, these. I want to see what this new torch pattern looks like with smooth lighting off. Oh, that's still a cool pattern. Huh. I did this because I had so many torches because it made a cool pattern. When I guess I could have just had half as many torches and still had a cool looking pattern. Either way, I'm still gonna play with smooth lighting on. But that means we're done with another section. Gosh, we've got a bunch of torches. It's almost like I used twice as many torches as I needed to. Okay, one last quarter. slimes. The absolute worst kind of slimes. My one exception for removing torches is this tree farm. I'm not going to remove half the torches from it, so it gets to keep its extra torches. For now, at least. Oh wait, that one stays. Okay. I think that's it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's call it 11.5 stacks of torches were removed. That's a lot of torches. Let's see. One more level. Yep. Yep, I like the way that looks. Now let's see how it looks with smooth lighting off. Ooh. That looks... You know what? I think this looks even better. Because, you know, the base is round and the pattern is square. They play off each other. It's like a very large man wearing plaid. Okay, back to smooth lighting. You know, this stream was very refreshing. I'm not figuring out how to build a farm. I'm not figuring out how to make something better. I was just destroying things. I guess destruction time was very much a good idea. an idea good enough to call a success. We have a smaller tree farm, we have less torches in the way. Things look better, and things are better. So yeah. Destruction time is definitely a success, leaving us with one final thing on the wall of things to do. So, I guess I don't guess, I definitely will reveal this in the next live stream. Which means that this live stream is coming to an end. Let's do one last check for a pink sheep. Because I still really want to find one. Nope, I don't think that we're gonna find one. I mean, I know you're the black sheep of the family. Could you please point me in the direction of the pink sheep of the family? Please. No? Okay, well.